ticket. I got a choice in that. Or whether to buy it for my children. All right. God will take care of you. Listen, we need to know that in this time and this day that God will. Because see, somebody's struggling. Somebody's going through depression. Somebody is contemplating throwing in the towel. But I stopped by this morning because God wanted me to tell you that He would take care of you. Listen, here's how God does things. God gives us stuff so that we will know that it ain't us and it's Him. Job was a blessed man. Everybody in town knew about Job. When Job would come back, they'd be like, here come Job. How you know that's Job? Look at all the cattle. Look at all the oxen. Look at all the sheep. Job had a lot of stuff. And so people all around Job in the town, Job's kids folks say, man, that boy Job is blessed. You know somebody like that? Whenever you see them, you will see a smile because you say, God has blessed them. When God is taking care of you, folks around you know. When God taking care of you, you walk different. Put your head down because God is taking care of you. Ever since God started taking care of me, I don't walk like I used to walk. I used to walk like I was broke. But then one Friday, God began to take care of me. Gave me a new walk. Anybody got a new walk? Anybody got a new talk? So, first of all, when God takes care of you, He let people around you know that He's taking care of you. See, if you were a Kennedy, folks would know you a Kennedy. Folks know who the Kennedys are. First of all, how you know they got money? You don't usually see the Kennedys in cars we drive. You know, little Mitsubishis or little Volkswagens, little Chevys, little Fords. Now, Kennedys have limos, Rolls Royces. When you see them coming, you be like, ooh, that's a nice car. That's somebody important. But that don't mean everybody that's doing well, God is taking care of him. Because remember, Satan got some imps. And so folks knew God had blessed Job tremendously. Job had 7 sons, 3 daughters, and a large household of folks. He was blessed. See, and maybe it started from back then, but men who have a lot of sons feel blessed because daughters get married and they take on the names of their husband, some daughters, but boys carry on daddy's name. See, all my sons gonna have my name and they sons gonna have my name. And so Job, he has 7 boys to carry on the name of Job. What a blessing! What a blessing. All around him, Job probably had one of the biggest houses on the block. You ever walk past one of your neighbor's house and say, man, I wonder what it looked like. Man, that's a nice house. And that's what they said about Job. Because you know why? Because Job prayed. Job eschewed evil. Job looked to God to bless him. And when you look to God to bless you, what was the title of our message? God will. And if he ain't took care of you yet, then because you ain't called on him. You better call him while he's near. Tomorrow's not promised. Call him while blood's still running warm in your veins. And so Job got up every morning, called on the name of the Lord. Listen, you need to know that early this morning I got up and called God because I didn't want to be here this morning. But calling on God's name will give you some stuff. Listen, I don't know what you've been through this week, but sometimes folks go through some stuff. Sometimes problems will... Well, it feel like you're all by yourself. Anybody ever feel like they by themselves? And so this message is for you this morning. If you feel like you by yourself, I've come to enlighten you and tell you that God gonna take care of you this morning. But I gotta throw this in there. Even though folks looked at Job and said, man, this guy's blessed. God has been good. Job wasn't without haters. You got some folks, you can help them as much as you want, but they still ain't gonna like you. And Job had some folks that didn't like it because Job had a lot of stuff. Satan don't like you when you praising God. The best way to keep Satan from around you, you keep praising God. Because Satan don't like it. Because when you praise God, you put your foot on his neck. And Satan don't like nobody's dirty foot on their neck. And so he gonna get up away from around you. And so Job, he woke up in the morning, thank you God. Somewhere around noonday, thank you God. And before he went to bed, thank you God. Thank you for my children. Thank you for their trust. If they trespass, God, forgive them. Job prayed for everybody. And sometimes you guys got to pray your way through some things. Because things don't want to see you make it. But I declare and I decree to you this morning, you're going to make it. Because God will. Y'all going to make me preach this morning. God will take care of you. And so they start looking at Job and say, wait a minute, this man got a lot of stuff. And don't think you're going to escape the eye of Satan. Satan said, oh, yeah. You know how it is when you get up, you doing well and folks say, yeah, but. And that's what Satan says. Satan says, yeah, God, but look at everything you've given him. He got all of this, and he got all of that, and he got all of that, and he got all of this here. Let me take some things from him and see how he feels. Here is a clue. If your living is based upon things, you in trouble. You in trouble. Because things come. Y'all ain't gonna work with me this morning. Let me say it again. Things come. Back in the day, I had a 71 Chevy. Where is it now? In the window of a White Castle, crashed, messed up. It's gone. Somebody else had some things that they treasure. You had a house, you had a car, you had a loved one that's gone. Things come. But blessed be the name. See, when you ain't looking to God for things, when you looking to bring some things to God, when you looking to bless God for some things, when you looking to praise God, that's when the blessings start flowing. Because problems only come to make you. No problems, no stress. Guys that don't work out usually ain't big guys. You ever seen a guy walking around, and I mean he muscled up. He's so muscled up sometimes he can't even walk right. And they love not wearing shirts. Because ladies like that. Girl, she said, ooh, look at he muscled up. You know, and I ain't got all of them, but And since I ain't got it, I say, well, Sister Dumas like it. Nah. But I stopped by this morning to tell you that God will take care of you. And so, God said, all right, you want to take some of his stuff? What would happen if God took some of your stuff? How would you feel? Would you stop coming? Would you stop praising him? Would you stop praying? Because Job said, the Lord give it, and the Lord take it away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And so God allowed Job to lose some of his stuff. And the servant came by and said, Job, your children were having a good time. They were partying and feasting. And a storm came, and now your children are gone. Can you imagine? I had a friend that just lost a son, and I've been blessed, and I've never lost any children, thank you, God. But I can only imagine the pain that you must go through to lose a child. See, children are meant to bury their parents. Parents ain't meant to bury the children. But Job had 10 children he had to bury. But somebody touch somebody and say, God will take care of you. 10 children this man had to bury. And he only had good news. He only had good news after having 10 children die in the same day. At the same house. They went to their eldest brother's house. And they all vanished. And then another servant came in where he was talking and said, Job, you had 7,000 sheep. Now you have no sheep. And while he was yet talking, another servant came in and said, Job, you had 3,000 camels. And now you have no camels. Another one came in and said, Job, you had 1,000 oxen. Now you have no oxen. And while he was still talking, another one came in and said, Job, you have 500 donkeys. Now you ain't got no donkeys. And while that was still going on, another one came in and said, all your servants are gone. And I only escaped to tell you. But through it all, Job issued these words, God will. God will. Sometimes I before I read this here, I looked at my own situation and I said, Lord, sometimes I complain over the little stuff. And I ain't lost a third of what Job lost. And Job was still happy. Job was still talking about the Lord give. And listen, I wasn't even Job and I started crying. When I thought about everything that he had lost. And then I began to look at my own situation and say, God, look at what you've given me. And I'm around here talking about they stole the church band and you're upset. And this man lost everything. And God made it so we could get a rental. We didn't even have rental on our agreement, on our contract, and we still got a rental. God was trying to show me that God will. Take care of you. Man said, Dumas, you know y'all ain't got no rental. I said, I got to have a rental, man. This is the church. That's all right. I'm going to tell God on you. I'm going to tell God you wouldn't get a church a rental. He said, all right, we can give you a rental. Sometimes you just got to say God will. God will. Anybody believe that this morning? I'm trying to finish this thing because I don't want to bore you. So he lost all his kids, all of his herd, all of his servants, what could be next? My boys come back. They got me. You know how friends are, they got you. Joe, what you did, man? You done, man, I ain't did nothing. Stop lying, Joe. You done did something, man. Look at all this stuff. You know how folks want to point the finger when they see you having a little hard time? Like we can't have hard times sometimes. Like we can't have pity parties sometimes. All of us have pity parties now. Don't act like I'm the only one. Sometimes when I want some stuff, I have pity parties. Well, I can't have it, Sister Dumas. Well, you let Tiffany have it. I'm just kidding. Somebody say, no, he ain't. No, he ain't. She be telling them too. Y'all know how the women in charge at the house. And so Job had lost everything. And then his boys come back and they further terrorize him. But Job is still, and just you gotta look at this man and wonder, what did he have? He done lost everything. Now his boys come and persecute him. But Job didn't give in. How many of you would have gave in? Now don't act like I'd have been, Uncle! You know how you tap out when they hurting you too bad? Then you tap out with both hands? I'd have been tapped out. Okay, I give. Because there's only so much you can take. But that ain't true. Because God will take care of you. And so here Job was. Satan went through. Now you would think that Satan would be through because he didn't make Job cry uncle. And sometimes Satan be looking to make you cry uncle. He be waiting for you to throw in the towel and give up. And Satan keep coming at you until you give up. But is there somebody here that have made up their mind that they won't give up and they won't give in and they won't throw in the towel? To God be the glory. I've decided to stand flat-footed. I've decided that if nobody else go, I'm going. I've decided that it doesn't matter the rain, it doesn't matter the storm. God, if you hold my hand, guide my feet, I'm going to see what the end gonna be like. We got some end travelers. We got some folks that want to go all the way to the end. 99 and a half. It ain't good enough. Because 99 and a half ain't 100. And so his friends came and so did Satan. And he seen that it didn't turn Job. Because some things don't turn you. Some of us have been through so much stuff that stuff don't bother us no more. That we say, God, Lord give, Lord take away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. That's stuff. But then Satan said, well, yeah. You took his stuff, but I bet if you let me touch his body, he'll change. Because people don't like to have pain. People don't like to have pain. Maybe you one that like to have pain. I don't like pain. All right. Pain ain't my friend. All right. You want to make me cry? Give me some pain. Well, Reverend Dumas don't want nobody over here in pain. And when he's in pain, he might cry. I'm not a pain taker. I'm not one of them people that can endure with extra pain. I'll do it if I got to, but I don't like it. And so God allowed Satan to touch Job, and he had boils. Whew. From the top of his head to the sole of his feet, and he was scraping the boils with pottery, and he was scraping them because he was in agony. But Job didn't give in. can imagine if I were there, Job was uttering these words that God will take care of you. In the midst of the storm, can you imagine the storm and the rain is coming and you have no umbrella, you have no raincoat, but you're sitting there saying, God will take care of me. And there are some folks that I can know that no matter what happens, they can usher these words that God will take care of me. And so, after all of that, let me close this thing up. After all that Job had went through, after all that he had suffered and endured, you would think that he is a man that's kind of bitter. Because I know some bitter folks. I know some folks that have stopped going to church because they said, God killed my mother. And I didn't want to be cruel and say, Mama's died. My mother died. My father too. And I had some siblings. But he felt like God took his mama. And I didn't say it, Deacon Drivers, but I want to say, one day God gonna take you too. I didn't say that to him, but I knew that, he needed it. So what can you do for a person like that? So I just prayed for him. I prayed that God would change his heart, change his mind, and change the way he looked at things, because people can be hurt and wounded and we never know. Because sometimes we are too indulged in our own dilemmas, our own problems, and our own situations. But I survived. Didn't want, because I didn't want to leave you without telling you the words. Not because I've heard somebody say them. Not because I've heard them uttered by many preachers. Lord have mercy. I didn't come this morning to tell you that God will take care of you because I read it somewhere. But I stopped by this morning to tell you, good God Almighty, that God will take care of you, because I know he took care of me. Somebody here can say he took care of me. He healed me when the doctor said I wouldn't be healed. Yeah, yeah. Is there anybody here that can give a witness? I almost gave up had it not been for the power of God.